Welcome to Plates and Palates. I'm Jenny Handley, founder and curator of the annual JHP Gourmet Guide with its plate ratings and editor of the bi-monthly Gourmet Guide magazine. I take you to secret spots and to meet the interesting people who make the industry such an exciting place. And here I am today with the founding family of Belly of the Beast, Galjoen and Seebamboes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So on my left I have Anouchka and I have Swart, who together have formed a formidable trio of restaurants that have become favorites of everyone who loves to dine authentically in the heart of the city. But that's not all. They're about to open 3 new restaurants. So I'd like to start by asking the question, what comes first, the space or the concept?
I think it's different for each restaurant. So with Belly, we definitely had the concept first. We were driving all around town looking for the spaces. We didn't even have a name back then. So we looked at many different places and we ended up in Church Square, looking at a little place there, and it had a small sort of dining area and then a downstairs area where the kitchen was going to be. And then we were just like, that's the Belly of the Beast, and that's where the name actually comes from. So there it was the concept first, and then we found the space eventually. But for each thing it's different. So like our next thing that we're going to open up is Buri, and that's purely because the space opened up and the landlord, it's in the same building as Galjoen, and he said, look, the space is opening up, don't you want to do something there? And that's how Buri was born.
Okay, and always something special. I mean, the concepts are different, but there's a thread that carries through all of them. What is that thread?
Yeah, so I mean, I think with Belly, Galjoen and Seebamboes, it's all like a surprise menu. A lot of it's focused on a lot of like nostalgic type of dining, and yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get beforehand. You have to trust us and come and eat what we want to give. But I mean, with Buri, it's completely different. It's just something that we felt was missing in town. Is access to a lekker Buri made well. Yeah, I think that was the big thing. And then also with Quagga, it'll also kind of be the same concept as Galjoen and Seebamboes and Belly. And then upstairs is going to be our first a la carte restaurant that we're actually opening up. So.
And is that more of a challenge, a la carte? Because as you say, you've been designing your menus and you're producing because you know what's available and fresh on that day and showcasing your talent. How does this change now?
Well, we'll find out.
Well, we're very happy to find out with you.
We obviously come from a la carte restaurants,
yes.
Which is how Belly was born. We kind of removed everything that we didn't like from restaurants, and what stayed over was Belly of the Beast. Not knowing what people are going to order, looking for large amounts of people, that sort of thing. So, but I think the market is moving a little bit back to sort of giving people options. So we're very excited for it, and you know, people I think want to come to Belly and Galjoen a lot more, but it's a big thing. You have to plan for it because you have to book for it, and then it's a 3-hour sit-down meal. So people want to eat our food and not necessarily have to go through booking a month in advance or even a week in advance and sitting there for 3 hours. So now they can come to No Show and have Belly quality food, but you can decide today. I'm going there now, and we'll be open most of the day, so you can pop in at 4 p.m, sit down, we'll have some awesome drinks and just have a light meal.
And also no reservations, which is
great.
Great. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's a reason why a lot of people don't get to Belly, like Neil said, as well as the reservation part. So yeah, you can just walk in when you feel like it. Also, a big thing with No Show is going to be, we like to use the whole animals, and I mean, to use a whole animal sometimes for a tasting menu is difficult. So now everyone gets to be a part of that, and like some of the cuts that we have left, we're going to make for some awesome specials that we're going to do at No Show, and I think there's going to be a lot of creativity involved to make those things quite awesome.
Yeah, the whole group will work together with that. So Buri will make our own boerewors. So
Of course.
say the boerewors like a
Oh, that sounded so
Boerewors.
sophisticated.
Boerewors.
Yes. Wors.
Yeah, that's it. So it helps, having all these offset points
Yes.
for if we get a whole cow or a side of cow, then we can do many things with it,
Yeah.
Very exciting. And I know you like to go back to the origin. For you, the ingredient is of paramount importance. I know you love to source it yourself and work it yourself.
Yeah.
This is really going to be a holiday for you, with a little bit of hard work too.
Yeah, for sure.
But that is very exciting. What's the most exciting part for you, Anouchka? Because now, unfortunately, they're all within running distance.
Yeah.
What opens up for you now?
No, so I mean, for me, it's a very scary thing. I mean, opening up 3 more restaurants just
Not
in
one or two,
year.
but 3, yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of how it worked out, and I think that it's all gonna play into each other very well. I think it's gonna be awesome to have a space where you can just sit and have a lekker, basically what we'd serve as a bread course at Belly, have a lekker tartare or carpaccio, or chicken liver parfait or something like that, and I think the a la carte part is quite exciting for me. It makes me nervous, but
Good.
yeah. And then with Quagga as well, I mean, I've always wanted to go hunting a bit with Neil. We've gone to the shooting range once, so hopefully that'll also open up some opportunities there, and I can learn a bit more about that.
Wonderful.
I'd like to say that it wasn't the plan to open 3 restaurants this year. It kind of
not at all.
snowballed into that.
Yeah.
So our next restaurant was going to be Quagga.
Yes.
That's what we wanted to do. We've always wanted to open something that focuses on venison. So that was the plan. And then we found the space for that. And it just happens to be a double story, just like Galjoen and Seebamboes is. And it's going to be in the basement of that building, so very dark and edgy and moody down there. So we're so excited for that. But then we need something for you to walk through and to get into Quagga.
So we just open up another
So
restaurant.
that's how No Show was born.
As
We
one
didn't
does.
actually have a name for that either.
Ah.
But with all the problems with people not showing up for reservations, it kind of started as a joke. And Odette, the chef at Belly, we were throwing names around, and she said one day, after getting yet another No Show, she said, we should just call it No Show. And then we actually loved it.
Yes.
And that's how the name came to be. And it kind of means a couple of things. It's a little poke at no shows because we can't get any no shows there because we're not doing any reservations. It's also a feeding spot for the other restaurants. Should we have tables that don't show up, we can pull from there. So if you want to eat at Belly tonight, you don't have a reservation, you can go sit at No Show and have some awesome drinks and a very nice snack. And then we can pull you into Belly if we get a last minute cancellation, or you can just stay there for dinner. And I'm getting off topic, but that's how No Show was born. And then we started planning that and building that, and then the space opened up in 99 Harrington, which is the Galjoen building. And the landlord asked us about that, and that's how Buri was born.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been wanting to open up a boerewors spot for a while. We didn't think it was going to happen this year, but I mean, the opportunity is there. It's nice and close by, so yeah.
It's exciting. And am I right in saying that you haven't seen a purely venison-focused restaurant in the Cape before?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of, and I think I've been around a little while. So I think that really is exciting, and it's an ingredient that you are so passionate about. So very exciting times.
We are, and we also love changing people's perceptions, and that's why, like Belly, we've always been doing that with things like beef tongue and lamb offal. People have a perception about it, and they're scared, but if they try it and it's cooked delicious, everyone loves it. And venison is one of those things. A lot of people think they don't like venison. I think they just had bad
experience.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't eat a lot of venison when I was younger. I didn't grow up with it. But since I've known Neil, I mean, that's basically all I have for dinner at home is venison on the fire, or, it's really I've got a freezer filled with venison all the time.
No, it's my go-to as well. But I think many years ago, people just used to marinate it in buttermilk or red wine and actually trying to extract that gamey flavor. And each animal is so different, it's got its distinctive flavor.
Yeah.
And to play with that and to use Asian spices and other things, it's very healthy meat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful platform for carrying depth of flavor.
Yeah.
I think we're in for very exciting times here.
Yeah, I think people focused way too much on red wine and cloves
Yes.
and cooking for a very long time. Like especially the leg part, I always break it down into individual muscles and treat it like a steak, marinate it and cook it medium rare. Also love serving venison raw, so like in a tartare or
Fantastic.
a tataki or a carpaccio or something. And then we also want to play a little bit with charcuterie. We have a beautiful dry ager that we're building in, so we want to play with dry aging venison, like having a whole kudu leg, rub it in tallow, and then we hang it there for a month or 2 months, and then open it up and serve those individual cuts.
Oh, exciting. And I need to know, you've always had such a beautiful focus on generosity in your bread courses at your restaurants, at all three. Is that going to be seen in the other three too? Beautiful breads?
I think so, yeah.
So the Buri's going to come on a great roll.
Yeah, Buri's going to come on a great roll, and then at No Show we'll definitely have some great bread options. So I think a lot of it. I've also always wanted to open up a restaurant, or we've also always wanted to open up a restaurant focused on all of our bread courses that we do at the restaurants because people love them. So basically, I think that's going to shine through in No Show quite a lot, where you can basically come, but you make up your own bread course with ordering a terrine, ordering a carpaccio or a tataki or something like that. So that's very exciting for me. And then I think, it is kind of a signature, and I think it'll shine through in Quagga as well. Yeah.
Have no doubt. Wonderful. So before we move on to playing with your bread, my question is to other chefs who are wanting to open up a second or sixth, a second or third or another restaurant, what would the golden rule be?
Take your time.
Take your time, but also I think having a good partner. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this on my own at all.
Oh, yeah.
I think Neil and I have different strengths, and it's crazy that we've been working together for so long. But yeah, it's good to have someone who cares about it just as much as you do, and that gives you the peace of mind to be able to have a little bit of a life on the side as well.
Hopefully.
So
Yes.
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to find. We knew each other very long before we actually went into business together, so it's a difficult thing to find, and it does truly help. We used to work all the time, both of us, at Belly, just all the time, and then it was actually after COVID where we, I think everyone was kind of looking at their work-life balance, and then we decided, like, why are we doing this? Like, I trust you and you trust me, so why don't you just handle things when you're there, and then I'll be off, and then we kind of swap out like that. So we do still spend a lot of time during the day together, but we also give each other
But
space.
you have a life.
Time to go hunting.
Excellent. And we'll see the results of that soon. So thank you. A highlight when I dine at Belly of the Beast, Galjoen or Seebamboes is often my bread course. So tell me about the bread course you're going to treat us to today.
Okay, so this bread course kind of brings you back a little bit to school memories in a way. So we've got some lekker roosterkoek, and then we also have a toasted milk bread on the side. I'm going to start putting it together as I talk, but it's basically focused on those biltong and cheese spread sandwiches that we used to get always in school in our lunch boxes. So yeah, over here we've got a little homemade cheese spread, like a Melrose cheese spread, but we make it with an oak smoked Stanford cheese. And then we've got a little bit of biltong dust that we're just going to put on there.
Now I bet that
with
biltong dust comes from an animal that Neil
No, so this
sourced and no?
This is focused a bit more on beef. So we've got beef tartare, beef brezola, beef biltong. So
Brilliant.
yeah, and then we've got our homemade bovril butter. So that's also made with the bones. We reduce it down, make our own bovril, mix it into a butter. And then over here is our tartare. So we just mix in a little bit of onions, capers, parsley, all the good stuff. And then a little bit of Dijon mustard in there as well. And then also some Worcestershire sauce. That's one of my favorite things. Little bit of salt and black pepper. And then I don't have olive oil. I'll grab some olive oil. Yeah, so that's our lekker tartare. We keep it quite simple because there's quite a few toppings that go onto the tartare.
I mean, it's quite funny that you call this a bread course. It's like a celebration of everything you've ever loved with bread.
Like, I mean, nothing against bread and butter. I love bread and butter. But when I go to a restaurant, I like having enough things with my bread. And if you're going to give me bread and butter, give me butter so I can spread it on thick.
Do it properly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we always want the bread course to be a
highlight.
big thing at the...
Let me just taste
But I think you always
to
make it
see
a
that
welcome. I feel it's such a good representation of the generosity that you have in terms of flavor. You know, the courses here, they're distinctive, but they're always flavorful courses.
Yeah.
So your bread course gives the message from the start.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
We mean business.
We
When you sit down and you get the bread course, people know we mean business.
Yeah, we're here to eat.
And also, we don't like people ever leaving hungry. So
I'm not
I
sure
think
that
with
any of your
this,
diners have ever done that.
Well,
No, unlike
it happens sometimes, but I don't understand how it happens. Yeah, so over here we just have a little smoked jalapeno mayo. That goes very lekker with the cheese. So we'll just top this over here with a bit of...
I have to say your dishes are robust, but there's always a beautiful level of finesse, and it is in the finishing off.
Yeah, and then these are biltong pickled onions. So we basically take the liquid and the spices that you would use when you are making biltong, and we pickle our onions in there. So just
the sauce, vinegar, white pepper, coriander seeds, black pepper.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff, yes.
I always have a jar of this at home. It's really good on a burger as well.
You're making me very hungry.
And then, we've just got a bit of crispy leeks just for that lekker texture as well.
So have you deep fried those?
Yeah, just thinly sliced and then fried nice and crispy. Let me just do that.
Oh, if in doubt, add green.
Hey?
If in doubt, add green.
Chives, cheese and
Yes,
chives,
yes.
also very good. I'm actually just quickly looking for, there we go,
Okay.
a little bit of chive oil just to give the plate a little bit of
That elevates it
as
beautifully.
well. And then this is our brezola. So the whole idea is just to kind of have the cured meat with the raw meat and then with the biltong as well. So you kind of make your own little sandwich with your brezola. And this is very simple. It's
Simple
got
and
that
tasty, yes.
lekker red wine flavor.
Oh, talking of red wine, what would you serve with this in the way of wine?
In the way of wine, what are we actually pairing?
So we don't have theoretical pairings ever on our lists. So if we design a menu, we close the restaurant for a day and we build a long table and the whole team comes from the cleaners to the managers. Everyone we sit down and we cook the whole menu from start to finish. And we have about 30 or 40 different wines and we taste and debate and fight until we find the wine that at least most of us can agree goes with this course. So we never do theoretical pairings. It's always very practical, and it gives us very nice confidence in our wine pairings as well.
And I love that everybody interacts. And by the way, I'm free that day.
We've talked about selling tickets for those days.
Just quickly gotta
This
wash
looks
hands. I'm gonna be
fantastic.
with you in a
Okay, so
second.
this is not your average bread course. This is a real welcome. a show of you're in my restaurant and let's eat the way I love to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, can't get better than that.
Yeah.
Anouchka, I can't wait to tuck in.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can go
Don't
for it.
judge me if I spend the rest of the day enjoying this, but this is like a meal all on its own.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you so much for showing us your spread.
Sure.
And I just want to wish you the very best of luck for the next 3 openings.
Thanks, we're going to need it.
I think, you know what,
definitely.
you've got the recipe, you're adding. And I think it's a natural evolvement more than an expansion.
Yeah. And we have the team, so that's important.
Yeah,
so we
we've
have
got
good people
yeah.
and they grow within the company, and so that helps.
Yeah, we've got some amazing people in the team now. We're growing, and like I dated, Bailey is going to be involved with us at Quagga and No Show as well. Yeah, so
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck. Okay, so Anouchka, tell me what, when, and how. How would you start?
So I like to mix everything.
Okay.
That's my vibe. But I think to do the cheese spread with the bresaola, and then to do the bovril butter with the tartare is definitely the way
I
to
can
go.
do this. And does it matter which of the breads I have with what?
No, not really. I would try both with everything.
Oh, okay.
I never like telling people how to eat.
Yeah.
No.
They ask me often, and I just say, follow your heart.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to be doing this for a while. I've used the wrong knife, but
That's fine.
I think, as you said, anything goes. But this
Yeah,
will
anything
cut my-
goes. It's really, it's like obviously I've got my favorite bites, but I think everyone's palates are different, you know. So
Okay, I don't
would
want to
just-
put this whole big, because you know what? Eating on camera is not like digging in quietly when no one's watching. So.
And cut.
Thank you.